Hello coloring friends, welcome to Find and Color, a weekly coloring challenge where everyone color in adult coloring books for certain prompts, and usually we have 1 week for each prompt. If you are new on this channel and you want to join, or you have not been for some time here and want to rejoin, read some guidelines in the description under this video. So last week we've got prompt ladybug, and it was not a new prompt, it was a prompt from our previous season. Anyway, in last season we have 54 illustrations for this prompt, and this time we had 118 illustrations, a lot of more illustrations than before, and I would say everyone trying to find and color more interesting illustrations. Maybe many people got more coloring books, but for me it looks like it's more interesting more interesting illustrations, more fun. What artists we have in this gallery? Maria Trolle, of course, I would expect illustrations with ladybugs in her books. Hannah Carlson, of course, Clara Markova, Joanna Besford. Less expected illustrators, Lulu Mayo, because I didn't think much of ladybugs in her books, but nevertheless there are a few illustrations. Ken Matsuda, a few pictures by him, very beautiful illustration, quite a large ladybug. Mili Marotta we have, then Sarah Muzzo. I don't even remember whether we had her illustrations before in this challenge, but this time we have 3. R.J. Hampson as well. I liked an illustration by Tatiana Bagema because it was funny, like ladybugs in circus, quite unexpected. So we have different beautiful mandalas, flowers, gardens, some realistic ladybugs, some stylized, some very small, and a few really huge ladybugs, so very interesting. I wanted to color a picture by Joseph Katzenbank. By the way, not a single illustration by him in this in our gallery this time, but I had not that much time this week, so I decided to choose something more simple. And so again, this book, Gentle Nature by Carlon Douglas, I colored just recently in it for the prompt tulips, and again now for ladybugs. Of course, it's a more simple illustration, but I like the themes in this book and the style. It looks interesting and not that hard to color. I use markers and then color pencils. At first I thought, when I saw this picture in uncolored, I thought there's 1 ladybug, but when I started coloring I noticed that there are 2 actually. And maybe that's why the girl hiding her face in shame, I don't know. So it looks more like a spring, not a summer. Can't say that I'm 100% happy about this illustration, but I enjoyed coloring it, and it looks fine, I think. Enough bright, enough colorful. So that was my picture, and now let's watch the slideshow with all these wonderful, beautiful, humorous, funny illustrations, and I hope you will enjoy it. Let's go. was our second slideshow for the prompt ladybug, and thank you everyone who joined this challenge. And now, of course, it's time to choose another prompt. I hope this time we will get one of new prompts in this box and not something from our previous season, but actually you never know. Okay, let's find out. So yes, we've got one of the new prompts, and it's suitcase. Maybe it sounds not that much exciting, but I hope there are some interesting illustrations for this prompt. It's somehow connected with holidays again. I think there should be illustrations in Rita Berman books, I expect, somehow. Other than that, I can't think of anything. And I just hope that among my books I will find something. So, until now we had more interesting prompts, maybe more easy to find, more easy to color, and this one is like a little bit of a challenge at last, because I think not everyone would get excited about coloring suitcase, so I'm curious. Until now we have done 5 prompts, and every time it was more than 100 submitted works, so I'm curious about this time. What about suitcase coloring? Anyway, I am off to look through my collection, and see you in a second. So friends, I'm back, and it really took me so much time to look through my collection because I couldn't find anything. I looked through my cat books because you know cats, they like to sleep on suitcases or inside. I thought maybe there will be something. Nope, only one book, Creative Cats. I found something. This illustration dedicated to traveling, of course, and this cat sitting on a suitcase. And that's the only illustration with cats that I found with suitcase. And then I looked through my almost all coloring books. I didn't checked only those where I'm certain there would be no any suitcases, and only 3 illustrations. One, that one, Creative Cats, another one, Coloring Heaven, Ink House by Rory Dobner, and this lovely elephant, and kind of suitcase, I would say it is. We will count it as a suitcase. And the third illustration with microscopic suitcases, but because there is no big choice, so I think we can count this illustration as well. Walls Within Walls, Corborazanes. And there's this picture with a train, and there are 2 girls holding like wheeled suitcase. This one and this one. So in this challenge, even such small things, if you found it on a picture, you can color this picture. But luckily I have a lot of PDF coloring books, PDF illustrations, and actually I haven't colored in printed pages for quite some time. So they kind of saved situation, and I found 4 more illustrations with suitcases. The first one is this one, a very fitting for this prompt. It's a ship by Marina Horbacheva, and you can see very proper suitcases here and very cute illustration. Another one, also very fitting for the prompt, this beautiful girl with a suitcase going to travel, or maybe she's just came from somewhere to some village maybe. This one by Camilou. This one by Hwara. I think she's sitting on a suitcase. And the last one is humorous one called Nothing to Wear. I didn't write artist name here. Colette, I believe. I will check. We can see here a suitcase. I like humorous illustrations, and this one funny. Nothing to wear with full closet of clothes. So that was my choice, that was my finds. I hope some of you have traveling books, holiday books, so there might be some pictures with suitcases. Some intrigue this time. I believe there's going to be less than 100 illustrations for this prompt, but we'll see. I'll be waiting for your works with great interest. And that was all for today. See you next time. Bye.